What is up, everybody? My name is Blue Cheesy, and I am embarking on the mission that the rest of the world is embarking on, and that is to create a YouTube channel, but more specifically related to Overwatch. Now, I play Overwatch on an Xbox, and I reached about rank 58, so I'm not one of the best in the world, but I think I can still offer some pretty good tips, and this will be the first of hopefully many guides that I create to help out newer players. So the first thing is, obviously, if you haven't played Overwatch yet, there are 22 characters with 4 distinct roles. The roles being your DPS or attack characters, your tank characters, your defense/builder characters, it refers to them in the game as, and then your support characters. And then you have map types, which something I find with people that have never played MOBAs or PC games and usually are used to the first-person shooters but not necessarily anything like Overwatch is the map types present the problem of they don't ever realize they are not playing Slayer anymore. The map types come in payload, territories, and neutral objectives. Now, going off of that, I also see that, this is just a common experience, I'm not saying everyone does this because there are lots of players out there that understand they're not playing Slayer, but team composition is a huge factor, and you can help your team by playing the support when no one else wants to play the support, or playing the tank when no one else wants to play the tank. And maybe you say to yourself, well, I'm not that good of a support, or I'm not that good of a tank. But having a support, and take someone easy if you're not comfortable with it, but having a support at all is better than you being out there with no healer, because then the other team is constantly getting healed by their support and your team's just dropping lower and lower on life, and it's a guaranteed recipe to lose a game. One of the next big things is in the comp is you see so often too many defense and too many attack characters at the wrong time. You do not need 3 snipers when you're attacking, and you probably don't need 3 snipers when you're defending either, unless maybe you have like the God Hanzo on your team. But that also goes with attack, so when you're thinking about filling in the role, don't just go Reaper because you're good at Reaper and you want to press Y and die. You know, you need team balance, and this is once again something you see a lot of players that maybe they've never played anything like League of Legends or Dota, and they don't value the team composition as much as they should. So that's just a big tip that I think will help a lot of people. Play the role that your team needs, unless you're just absolute shit, but try to talk someone else into it. So another thing that I think will help new players in this game is staying on the objective. It's not Team Slayer. There is no Team Slayer in Overwatch, so you need to stick with the objective. So if you're on a payload map, the payload only moves if you're on it. So if you're the tank, 9 times out of 10, you need to be somewhere near the payload to move it, because your Hanzo and your Tracer are not going to be staying on the payload. They're going to be laying back and providing cover fire or pushing up forward and creating chaos. Same thing goes with territories. You'll see on a lot of the maps, if you haven't played at all yet, that there's really good choke points in each territory, so you don't necessarily have to be on top of the objective in territories, but you do need to not expand too far out past that gap. You know, maybe let your Tracer do it because she has the speed to do so, but if you're the tank, if you're the support, hang around at the cutoff points. And then obviously with neutral objectives, there's really only one place for you to be going, and this is just my personal opinion. You don't really need a sniper on almost all the neutral objective maps, because Lord knows you always get the player who the clock is running out and they're sitting back and sniping, and they're not going to get on the objective to help you guys get overtime. And so those are just some of my basic tips. I hope it helps you guys out, and look forward to talking to you guys in more videos in the future.